Would you tell your partner your darkest secret if it meant saving your marriage or ending it? What's up, everybody? So, this is my review of the trailer for Kristoffer Borgli's new movie, The Drama, starring Robert Pattinson and Zendaya. Now, the premise of this movie seems interesting from what the trailer indicates. So, you have this couple, Robert Pattinson and Zendaya, and they are in a relationship and they're planning their wedding. And it goes through what the various issues that pop up: the best man speech, flower arrangements, where it's going to be, when it's going to be, all that jazz. And so naturally, there's a lot of tension that's built up, and so they're all nervous about it. And what's this going to mean for our relationship going forward? And so at one point, there's this scene that is hinted at where it's the two of them with another couple friend that is already married. And one of the things that they say is like, oh, before we got married, we sat down, had a conversation, and we talked about what the worst thing we ever did was. And so they go around telling each other what the worst thing they did was. And then finally it hits Zendaya's character, and whatever it was that she says, because it's not revealed, it just shocks everybody. Everyone is being judgmental. They can't believe it. They're looking at her different. She's embarrassed for revealing this. And then that begins the aftermath and, quote unquote, the drama that ensues of how they're going to go forward with this, because this is something that Robert Pattinson's character didn't know about. How does this change the way he views her? How does this change the way Zendaya's character feels perceived by them and maybe any other people that might know? And so that seems interesting to me. And I love what the trailer did in just, leaving that for the people who actually go watch the movie. So it builds up some really nice intrigue. Another thing that I really liked is that it seems like a dark comedy, because, God knows whatever it is that the secret is. But what I really like are how the relationships are addressed after the fact. So it seems funny, it seems awkward, it seems uncomfortable. So it feels as if the humor of the situation and the delivery, of course, of the lines by the actors are a way to kind of diffuse the tension that is built up in these moments. So I appreciate that. It makes me want to watch this, but at the same time, it makes it, to me at least, feel like this romantic comedy is approached differently. I made a video recently talking about this Brazilian movie called Traces of Love. And it follows the typical romantic comedy format and tropes. But what it did differently that I haven't seen in too many American romantic comedies is that it actually goes in depth about the complexities and seriousness of relationships. It's not just, okay, misunderstanding, let's, unpack it a little bit. It's just a miscommunication. This is what I really meant. This is what really happened. This is what I really said. Okay, now we live happily ever after. That might happen at the end. But as far as how deep to go with some of these issues, it seems to me, anyways, by the trailer, that the drama is attempting to address some of that, which I think makes it more mature and less cookie cutter in my eyes. So I look forward to it, and we'll see how it unfolds. Anyways, what about you guys? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Click subscribe, smash the like button, and I'll see you guys next time.